begin with our warm-up. Before we start our exercises, let's just make sure that we have a good sitting posture to start. So move to the front half of your chair, make sure your feet are flat on the ground, and sit up nice and tall. The first exercise we're going to do is head turns. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out through pursed lips, turn to look over one shoulder. Take a breath in there, and as you breathe out, turn to look over the other shoulder. We'll do 5 repetitions of that exercise, each direction. Here we go. More times each side. And last one to each side. Very good. Our next exercise is chin tucks. For this exercise, you're going to think about tucking your chin down towards your Adam's apple area. So we'll show this one to the side. You're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your chin back. Breathe in there, and then release. So you don't want to actually look down towards your chest. You're just lengthening in the back of your neck and tucking your chin back. We'll do 5 repetitions of this exercise as well. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, tuck your chin. Breath in and breathe out to release. 4 more times. And 3. Two more. And last one. Our next exercise is trunk twists. So let's make sure we get in our good sitting posture again at the front of the chair so that we have enough mobility to twist right from the hips. You're going to cross your arms over your chest. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, twist over to the right side. Take a breath in there, and as you breathe out, twist over to the left. So again, we'll do 5 repetitions of this exercise. Here we go. More each way. Make sure you're twisting right from the hips. So this one is different from our first exercise where we were just turning our heads. And last one to each side. And come back to the front. Very good. Our next exercise is ankle circles. For this exercise, we're going to extend our leg out and circle our ankle up in the air. If this is too much of a stretch for the back of your leg, you can follow Anne-Marie. She's just going to rest her ankle on the floor. All right, so here we go. So let's extend our leg out and circle in one direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the other direction, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and relax that leg. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So extend out, make sure you're still sitting up nice and tall, and circle 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the other way, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Excellent. Our last warm-up exercise is marching on the spot. So for this exercise, we're actually going to stand up. Make sure you have your table or countertop close by so that you can hold on for support, but remember not to lean into your arm. So just use your fingertips to help you with your stability a little bit there. Anne-Marie and I are going to aim for 1 minute of marching. Make sure to do the length of time that your physiotherapist has recommended to you. I'll let you know as the time goes by. Let's stand up nice and tall, looking straight forward, and here we go. Do continuous pursed lip breathing here. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and then out through pursed lips. If this exercise is too easy for you and you'd like an added challenge, you can lift your knees even higher, and that will make it a little bit more difficult for you. That's about 30 seconds there. If you need to stop and have a seat, have a sip of water, go ahead and do so. And then you can continue when you feel able to. "20 seconds left. "10 seconds, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very good. Have a sip of water and take a rest if you need to, and we'll head into our next group of balance exercises. Let's start with our sit to stands. So we're going to stand up from our chair and sit back down again. If you need to use your arms for support for this one, you can use the arm rests to help push yourself up, or just use your hands on top of your thighs to stand and then sit back down. If you're not using your arms for support, you can just cross them over your chest to get them out of the way. And we'll do 10 repetitions of this exercise. Before you start, just make sure you're forward in your chair. That will make it easier for you to stand up. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're leaning forward, nose over toes. That's 6. Don't hold your breath here. Continuous pursed lip breathing, in through the nose and out through the mouth. 9 and 10. Have a rest, catch your breath. Take a sip of water if you need to. If you're just doing one set of this exercise, then you can continue to rest here. If you're doing a second set, then you can join Anne-Marie and I. This time, she'll use her hands on top of her thighs for support. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, keep breathing. 4, remember you can stop and rest whenever you need to. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Have a rest. The next exercise we're going to do is step taps. So you're going to need your step for this one. We're just going to be tapping our toes up onto the step and then back down. So you're not actually shifting your weight forward onto the step. Make sure if you're using your fingertips for support that you've got your step nice and close to your counter or tabletop. And Anne-Marie and I are going to do 20 alternating taps, so 10 on each leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall, looking straight forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, if you're just stopping at one set, feel free to have a rest while we do our second set. We'll start with our right leg again. Anne-Marie, this time you can try testing yourself by lifting your fingertips up off of the table. Starting with the right leg, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Our next exercise is step up. So for this exercise, we're actually going to now transfer our weight up onto the step. We'll start with our right leg, so stepping up, bringing the left leg up to join it, back down with the right, and down with the left. We're going to do 10 starting with the right leg, and then we'll switch over and do 10 starting with the left leg. Again, if you need your fingertips for support, use your table or countertop. If not, you can have your hands on your hips for this one. Here we go, starting with the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're standing up tall, looking straight ahead. Don't look down at your toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we'll switch sides, so starting with the left, up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. If you're just doing one set, feel free to have a rest. Anne-Marie and I are going to try a second set. Anne-Marie, this time, if you'd like, you can try lifting your fingertips off the table. You can have your hands on your hips, or you can swing your arms as you do these. So I'll show the arm swing. Anne-Marie, maybe you can show the hands on your hips. We'll start with the right side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. 2 more. And last one. Let's try with the left now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. We're ready to go into our next group of exercises. For our next 2 exercises, we're just going to hold a certain position. So the first one is tandem stance. That's heel to toe, one foot in front of the other. If this is too challenging for you right now, then to make it a little bit more manageable, you can either separate your feet out or bring your front forward back a little bit so there's some overlap between your feet. We'll try with the right foot forward first. Remember to use your table or countertop for support if you need to, or if you can manage without support, you can have your hands on your hips. Anne-Marie and I are going to aim for 30 seconds of this exercise. Do the best that you can. Here we go. Remember, if you lose your balance, just reset, step back into the position and try again. Make sure you're not holding your breath here and you're standing up nice and tall and looking straight forward. That's 15 seconds, halfway there. Continuous pursed lip breathing, in through your nose, out through pursed lips. 5 seconds to go. And we're done. Very good. We're going to try the other side now. So left foot in front, heel to toe. Again, remember, if that's too challenging, you can separate your feet so you widen your base of support a little bit. We'll try 30 seconds here as well. Make sure you're not looking down at your feet, so look straight forward, standing up straight. Ten seconds to go. You can feel all the little muscles in your feet and your ankles working hard here. 5 seconds. And you're done. Very good. We're going to do a third set of this exercise, but I want you to pick the leg that you had the most trouble with. So the one that was most difficult, put that foot in front. I think I'll use my left, actually. Here we go. Another 30 seconds. Remember to keep breathing. And again, if you lose your balance, just step back into the position, reset, and try again. 10 seconds to go. And we're done. Very good. For our next exercise, we're going to narrow our base of support even more. So this time we're actually going to lift one leg off of the ground. Again, if you need support for this exercise, make sure you're close to your table or countertop so you can hold on. If you're doing without support, then you can have your hands on your hips again. So we'll try for 30 seconds. Let's stand on that right leg first. Here we go. Again, for this exercise, make sure you're standing up nice and tall and looking straight forward. That will actually help your balance. And try not to let your left leg rest on your right ankle. So just lift it up behind and keep it lifted. We're halfway. Remember, if you need to stop and rest, that's always an option. And then you can rejoin us as soon as you feel able to. 5 seconds to go. And we're done. We're going to try that on the left side now. So lifting up our right leg, and we'll try for another 30 seconds. Here we go. Keep breathing, in through the nose, out through pursed lips. Standing up nice and tall on that left leg. That's halfway. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's try a third set of this exercise as well, using your most difficult leg. Okay, I'm going to show a progression for this exercise. So if standing on one leg for 30 seconds isn't enough of a challenge, what you can try is doing a head turn. So I'll show that. So you're going to lift up one leg. Here we go. And to make it a little bit more difficult, try turning your head in one direction and then the other. Make sure to keep breathing. Almost there, 5 seconds to go. And we're done. Very good. We're going to move on to our next set of exercises, which are going to be walking tasks. Anne-Marie is going to demonstrate the next group of exercises for you, and these are all of our walking tasks. So for the first exercise, sidestepping, what you're going to do is face your table or countertop so that you can have your fingers resting there for support, and you're going to step out to the side. So Anne-Marie, you can face your table, take a step out with your right foot, and then bring your left foot in to meet it, and you're going to do that for the whole length of the table. Make sure you're standing up tall here and looking straight forward. And then you're going to go back in the other direction, stepping out with the left foot and bringing in the right foot to join it. Now let's try this without support. So just lift your fingertips slightly off the table. Make sure they're close by so that you can grab onto the table if you need to. And you're going to step out with your right foot. And then go back in the other direction. Standing up straight and looking straight ahead. Very good. For our next exercise, we're going to do looking at a target. So you're going to be walking straight forward, but you're going to pick at something to look at on the opposite side of the room. So Anne-Marie, you can use my glass of water there to look at. You're just going to be walking straight forward, keeping your gaze on the glass of water the entire time. Again, have your hand there for support for the first rep of this exercise. Go ahead. And then you're going to turn around and go back in the other direction, still maintaining your gaze on that object. Let's try that again without using the hand for support. So lift it slightly off the table. Standing up nice and tall, and make sure you're not holding your breath. And go back once more in the other direction. Very good. Our next exercise is walking backwards. So again, you're going to have your hand close to the table or countertop so you can hold on for support, and you're going to take nice big steps backwards. For this one, it's very tempting to look down at your feet, so make sure you're standing up tall and looking straight forward, and then turn around and head back in the other direction. And we'll try this one as well without support, so lifting your fingertips off the table. Remember to only try this level of exercise if it's been recommended by your therapist. And we'll head back once more in the other direction, making sure to take nice controlled steps. Very good. Our next two exercises are toe walking and heel walking. So it's just what it sounds like, standing on our toes and walking forward, and then standing on our heels and walking forward. So we'll start with the toe walking. You're going to go up onto your toes, have your hand ready for support, and step forward the length of the table. Looking straight forward here, standing up nice and tall, and then you're going to turn around and head back in the other direction. Always walking in a forwards direction. And we'll try that one again without support. So lifting your hand off the table, and then going back in the other direction. Very good. For heel walking, it's really important that you stand up straight. So it's very common to have your hips sit back. What you want to do is stand up nice and tall and just use the muscles in the front of your legs to lift up your toes. All right, so we'll try that one as well with support to start. And then heading back in the other direction. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. And we'll do once more just like that without support. So lifting your hand off the table. Remember, standing up nice and tall, looking straight forward. Very good. All right, so remember our tandem stance, the one where we held our foot, one foot in front of the other and stood there for 30 seconds. We're going to do something similar, except this time we're going to do it with stepping. So you're stepping heel to toe, the length of the table. Again, let's start with the hand on the table for support, standing up nice and tall and looking straight forward and walking heel toe. Just like with the tandem stance, if it's too difficult to get one foot right in front of the other, you can step out slightly, increase your base of support a little bit. And again, if that one is not challenging enough with the support, then you can try without your hand on the table as long as your therapist has told you that that's okay. Again, nice controlled steps here, so you don't want to rush these movements. And one more time back in the other direction. Very good. Our last walking task is a figure 8. So we've actually taped out the pattern for you on the floor here so that you can see. But Anne-Marie, you're just going to walk forward as you normally would, just following the pattern we've mapped out here. Make sure you're standing up tall, looking straight forward. Don't look down at your feet. And make sure not to hold your breath while you're doing this exercise as well. Keep going just like that. Now obviously you can't be too close to your countertop here and hold on to it for support. But if your physiotherapist has recommended that you use your gait aid, so either your cane or your rollator to do this exercise, just make sure you have that close by. And one last time, just like that. Again, make sure you're not holding your breath, continuous pursed lip breathing. Very good. All right, we're going to do our last group of exercises, which is our strengthening exercises. We're starting with partial squats. So for this exercise, stand with your feet about hip width apart. You're going to bend your knees and your hips, sticking your hips out to the back as if you were going to sit in a chair, but you're not going to go quite that far. You're going to stand back up to a straight position. If you need your table for support, then just have your hand there. If you don't, if you can do this without support, then you can have your hands on your hips. And we're going to do 10 repetitions, and then we'll take a break. Ready, Anne-Marie? Here we go. Bending down and up. 2 and up. 3. Make sure that you're keeping your chest up here and looking straight forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. Good. Have a rest. If you're just doing one set of this exercise, then you can continue to rest while we do the second set. For the second set, I'll show a bit of a progression. If your therapist has given you a TheraBand to use, you can use it for this exercise. You're going to hold one end in each hand and stand on the TheraBand. Again, feet about hip width apart. This is just adding a little bit of extra resistance as you stand up. So we'll do our second set. Ready, Anne-Marie? Here we go. Bending down and up. 2, 3, 4. Only go as far as you can before your heels have to come off the ground. 7, 8, 9, and last one. Very good. All right, for the next exercise, we're going to have a seat, and we're doing leg extensions. So come forward to the front part of your chair. We're just going to be extending our leg out and then lowering back down. Remember, if you're tight in the back of your legs, you might not be able to lift quite as high. Just lower your heel down slightly. Sitting up nice and tall, and we'll do 10 repetitions starting with the right leg. Here we go. Lift up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Same thing on the left side. Let's reset. Make sure you're still sitting up tall here and extend the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Have a rest. If you're just doing one set of that exercise, then you can continue to rest. Anne-Marie and I will show a second set, so another 10 repetitions on each side. For the second set, I'll show this one with the TheraBand as well. You're going to tie your TheraBand around the leg of your chair and also around your ankle. All right, so we'll do 10 repetitions again on each side. Starting with the right leg, here we go. Extend out and lower down. Make sure when you're using the TheraBand that you lower down in a controlled way. Don't let the band pull your leg back. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, have a rest there. We'll switch our TheraBand over to the other side. Okay, so 10 more repetitions with the left leg. Here we go. Extend out and lower. 2, 3, make sure you're still sitting up nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. Very good. All right, have a rest. Grab a sip of water if you need to. Our next few exercises are going to be in standing, so you can stand up. If you're using your counter for support, you can face that so that you can have your hands ready to hold on. Otherwise, you can stand with your hands on your hips. The first exercise we're going to do is heel raises. So for this one, it's just like when we were doing our toe walking. We're going to be going up onto our toes, lifting the heels up, and then lowering back down, slow and controlled. All right, so standing up nice and tall, looking straight forward. Here we go, lifting up and down. 2, down. 3, 4. Make sure you're not holding your breath as always. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. Have a rest. Again, if you're just doing one set of this exercise, then you can have a seat and take a break. If you're going to continue with your second set, you can join us. So feet about hip width apart, looking straight ahead. Here we go. Lifting up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so the next exercise now is toe raises. So we've worked the back of the leg, now we're going to work the front. For this one, you're lifting your toes off the ground and keeping your heels down. Just like when we did the heel walking, you want to try not to let your hips come out to the back in order to lift the toes. Try to stand up nice and tall as you use the front of your leg to lift up. So again, feet about hip width apart, either using the table for support or hands on your hips, and we'll lift up. Here we go, lifting up and down. 2, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, take a break. Grab a sip of water if you need to, and we'll continue with our second set. Here we go, lifting up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, our next exercise is hamstring curls. For this exercise, you're going to be bending your knee and lifting your foot up to the back. You want to try not to let your thigh come forward, so not lifting up to the front this way, but lifting out to the back. We're going to do 10 repetitions on each side, starting with the right leg. Again, use your table for support if you need, or you can have your hands on your hips. I'll just move my chair back a little bit. And we'll start with the right leg. Here we go. Lifting up and lower down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall on that left leg. 7, 8, 9, and last one. Very good, and we'll switch over to the left side. Here we go, lifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Excellent, have a rest. We'll do our second set. Again, making sure that you're standing up nice and tall for this one. So don't let yourself sink into the standing hip. Pull up nice and straight and tall. So we'll go back to our right leg. Here we go. Lifting up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, making sure not to hold your breath here. 2 more. And last one. Good, and 10 times left leg. Here we go. Lifting up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going into our last strengthening exercise now. This one is hip abduction or side leg lifts. Again, if you need your counter for support, just make sure that that's close by so you can hang on, or you can have your hands on your hips as well for this exercise. You're going to be lifting your leg out to the side. It's really important that you stand up tall for this one and don't let your body tip over to the side in order to lift your leg. So it's going to be a lower lift than you might think. You only want to go as high as you can go before you need to tip over. So we're going to start with the right leg. We'll do 10 repetitions on each side. Here we go. Lifting up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so you can switch sides and we'll do our left side next. So weight onto the right foot and we'll lift up. Here we go. Lifting 1. Again, trying not to tip over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, have a rest, shake out your legs, and we'll do one last set of that one on each side. Another thing to think about while you're doing this exercise is trying to keep your toes to the front. So try not to let your leg turn out to the side as you lift up. All right, so we'll start again with our right leg, weight shifted over to the left side, and here we go, lifting up and lower. Again, make sure you're controlling the part where you lower your leg as well. Slow and controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and over to the left side again. Here we go, lifting up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're not holding your breath. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're gonna just end off with 1 minute of marching. Remember, if you can only do about 10 seconds or 20 seconds of marching right now, that's okay. Have a rest whenever you need to, and then you can join in as soon as you feel able to. Anne-Marie and I will aim for 1 minute of marching. Here we go. Remember to stand up tall and look straight ahead while you're doing your marching. Don't look down at your feet. And remember, you've always got the option to make the march a little more challenging by lifting your knees higher. That will slow down your movement a bit, but that's okay. That's 20 seconds. Continuous pursed-lip breathing here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're at 40 seconds, so only 20 seconds to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Have a seat and we'll continue on to our cool down. Okay, so we're gonna repeat some of our same exercises from the warm up in order to cool down. So make sure you're sitting at the front edge of your chair. We're gonna start with our head turns. So take a breath in. As we breathe out, we'll turn to the right side. Breath in. And breathe out to go over to the left. Great job, 4 more times, just like that. 3, 2, and last one. Very good. Now we'll do our trunk rotations. So crossing your arms over your chest, sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, twist over to your right side. Breath in there, and as you breathe out, twist over to the left. 4 more times, just like that to each side. Twice more in each direction. And last one. And back to the front. All right, and then we'll end off with our ankle circles. So extending your leg out or have your heel resting on the ground if you need to. And we'll circle 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and same thing on the left side. Extend out and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and other way for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great job, everyone. That's your program for today. If this is the first time that you've done these exercises this week, make sure you complete the whole program 2 more times in the week. And remember, as you get stronger, these exercises will become easier and you may be able to do a little bit more. Make sure that you speak with your physiotherapist if there's anything that you'd like to progress or if you have any questions or concerns at any time. Have a great day.